And we are live. Good morning, guys. What is going on out there today? Happy Sunday morning, wherever you are, as you catch this live episode of 7 Around 7. Here we are, 7 a.m. Pacific, out in the California desert, Rancho Mirage, the Mission Hills Country Club. And looking forward to some more tennis this morning on the grass courts right around 9 o'clock. Beautiful day on tap. Weatherman called for severe winds. I don't want to jinx it, but I think he might have missed this one, thankfully. Anyway, guys, hope all is well today with you and your tennis. And what I want to chat about with you today is the so-called 10-foot tether rule in doubles, which we've probably all heard about. And, as usual, I like to kind of go against the grain, kind of infidel in the temple from time to time with kind of the common thinking out there. If you've not heard about the 10-foot tether rule in doubles, I'll explain it to you when we get into it in just a second here. But first of all, I want to say thank you to all of you guys and gals who have taken me up on my offer to help support 7 Around 7 web tennis, my online coaching, and have gone over to Web Tennis Gear, GEAR.com, picked up a t-shirt or more. Some of you, man, it's like you got a new wardrobe now. But the offer over there is, hey, look, if you pick up a YouTube, or I should say a Web Tennis on YouTube t-shirt, what I'm going to do is give you a free stroke technique course, any course of your choice. I got 7 you can choose from. You get to choose which one you want. But just as a way to say thank you for your support and, ongoing interest with what I'm doing with web tennis in general, but specifically 7 Around 7. So, guys, with that said, again, thank you for your support. If you haven't gone over there yet, just go on over when we're done today. The link is in the description area down below, webtennisgear.com. Pick up a shirt or more. And there are men's, women's. There's also some women's tank tops in there too, different colors, obviously different sizes. And then I'm happy to have you choose a stroke technique course that you want. $97 is what I normally charge for those courses, but again, just a little gift is saying thank you for your support. So, guys, today what I want to talk about is a double situation, and it's called the 10-foot tether. And let me do this, and let's go over and no, that's not what I want. I want that. And let's go over and look at this video. And what I'm going to, let me just make sure that we've actually got what I want there. Hold on for a second. Yep. Okay, good. So Mark Nicholson with the serve, and nice ooey gooey fluid motion on the serve, and takes the opponent way out wide, right? Guys, all he can do is, the shot choice here is either probably not going to be a drive. He's so stretched out. It's either going to be a lob, or as he does here, he just kind of flips it back cross court to Mark. Now, the 10-foot tether is that if you are this player here and your partner is pulled out wide to a side, the 10-foot tether says you should move with him. There should be this 10-foot tether, a rope between the two of you that always moves laterally or maybe on the diagonal, so that you guys are always sort of on moving in the same direction. And in this case, here's why I don't like that play, where the returner's partner ends up moving and opening up the obvious opening right there, going up the line with the volley. So here's what I've always thought with this thing is that if I'm playing the ad court over here and my partner gets the return back to the server, I feel like what I really want to do is I want to clog up this side here, take that away as a shot choice, so that my opponent, Mark here, feels like I can't really go in this direction. I need to take it back somewhere in the direction of the returner. So the returner's job is to know that, look, okay, I shoved it back, but I've got to be able to recover. And not that it works every time, but that you're trying to force this server here to play their volley somewhat back to you. Now, look, the obvious play is going to be, this is now the middle, right? If you go here, this is not the middle. I mean, it's literally the middle of the court, but in terms of the two players, the middle's probably more in here. And that's where Mark is probably going to play his volley if the returner's partner stays here and kind of clogs up this side here and forces the volley to go back in this direction. Again, I'm not saying it's a perfect solution that happens that'll solve this problem 100% of the time. But what I am saying is that if you go with a 10-foot tether, it doesn't require much technique to just bunt the volley into what is now the open court. So hope that makes sense, right? Let's go ahead and look at this one more time in real time. And you can see how this develops. What a great serve. And there you go, right? So hope that makes sense. Hope that makes sense, right? Lots of times during the point, not only in the return, not only when the server takes you out wide, but it could be as the point develops, you get taken out wide, right? And so if I'm your partner, what I'm gonna ask you to do is I'm gonna ask you to either lob up the line, and we can maintain court position, or we have a little bit of time to kind of scramble and get back into court position. Or I'm going to say, play it back cross court, and I'm not going to move. You play it back cross court to me, in front of me, and now I might do a little fake poach or something like that, but I'm not going to go with you, because if I go with you, then we're both going to eventually end up on the same side of the court, and I'm going to stay, clog up that side of the court. This now the ball's directly in front of me, and force that opponent to have to play the ball back in your direction. Is it a fail-safe? No, it's not. But it's better than what I think the 10-foot tether says that you ought to do. So again, going against the grain, I don't know. It's just worked for me. So anyway, guys, would love to get your feedback on this. And I know one of the questions I'm going to get is, well, what do you do if you get pulled out wide and your partner has been coached to do the 10-foot tether, and you do the right thing, you get the ball back cross court, which if your partner had stayed there would have been directly in front of them, and maybe and now how do you suggest to your partner in a way that doesn't kind of offend them, that you don't believe that the 10-foot tether is the right thing to do? I don't know. You just say, hey, look, you just tell them, here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the ball cross court back so it's in front of you, and then you can do something. You can either fake poach, or maybe you can poach, or just stay there and force them to come back to me. Or you can refer them to this specific episode of 7 Around 7. That might be easier to say, hey, I think you might want to check this out. Anyway, guys, that is it for me today. Where are we? We're at 8 minutes and 40 seconds. All right. Would love to get your feedback on this, your comments, your questions down below in the comments area. You can direct message me. Facebook, you can also shoot me an email, brent@webtennis.com. The other thing is, let's see if I've got something, if I've got that thing already teed up here. Oh, and I just happen to. Yes, I do. And there we are. So look, guys, again, that I don't charge for 7 Around 7. It is free. There's no daily, weekly, monthly, annual type of fee. So I do depend on your support from time to time, and would love to have you show your love for 7 Around 7 and web tennis. Just go on over to webtennisgear.com and pick up a shirt or 2 or 4, whatever you need. Bunch of different colors, men's and women's, different shirts. There's also some women's tank tops in there as well. And I would certainly appreciate it. And say thanks for your support. I'm happy to give you one of my stroke technique courses. You get to choose from 1 of 7 courses once you go ahead and order a shirt. So guys, that is it for me today. It is time for all of us to get out there today. Help another human. Have a great day. Guys, I will see you again next time.